back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Nick's back. We're all back. How many times can I say back? We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Back for 3 days. Just time to wash some clothes and get rolling. Let's talk some Monarchs next. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All righty, greetings, everybody. Welcome to lunchtime, cold brew time. You guys see this? Yep. Roastery cold brew, air roasted coffee, chocolate raspberry, cold brew, naturally flavored coffee right there. And we're going to open up and chat today. That is good. Oh, I missed you, my friend. I've missed this for the week. And then again, I don't know how. Please don't tell Canadian border crossing guards that I might have this in my bag. I don't know if it's illegal. You can take coffee across in your bag. I take bottled water and snacks. I don't know why we couldn't do it. But anyway, let's put the graphic up. Glad you guys are along today. Monarchs Mocha brought to you by the Roastery Coffee Company. And in case you're wondering who I am, I'm Dan Vaughn, do the play-by-play broadcast of the Monarchs. Yes, that's me. That's Nick behind me. He's hiding. He's back there. His smoke coming from his keyboard. That's Ticket Dude. We just Ticket Dude Nick. I swear you guys are, our viewers and listeners are genius. You guys are just like pick up on stuff and just run with it. The guys now just Ticket Dude. That's just, you guys are awesome. All right. Well, the good news is the road trip's over. Was not a highlight of the season. We're not going to look back and probably bottle that up and say that was the high point. Probably so far would probably have to be the low point overall. Getting walked off on Wednesday night in Sioux City, that's sort of been their thing lately. That's gotten them sort of back in the hunt. But again, what's the crazy thing about it is if you're Sioux City and you walk off like you did, and you wake up 48 hours later in Canada, you're still in 5th place. That to me, I mean, because Lincoln won last night. So Lincoln's win percentage points ahead of Sioux City. So they're 5th place. So they climbed over them, then walk off and feeling pretty good about things, take a 2 of 3, and then boom, they go to Canada, they're in 5th place. So I mentioned on Wednesday at the show that what I would tell you over the weekend, off the top, I'm going to give you the teams to root for, okay, this weekend. You are a huge Sioux City fan this weekend, okay? So if you got maybe some of you folks like the Greers went up there to Sioux City and got like Sioux City pom-poms, pull them out. Wave them, all right? That's one you be pulling for this weekend because they're playing Winnipeg. The other team is to pull for the one that's going to be in the first place dugout, the Monarchs. That's checkbox number 2. And then the Fargos this weekend, I'm going to give you the standings in just a moment. The Fargos have the date with Chicago at home, which I would tell you that's probably a dicey series at best. But then I'll tell you that again because Chicago's not played real well. And I have a hard time believing Chicago, who's dropped 6 in a row, is going to drop another 3 in a row. Could. They dropped 3 in a row. They might be out of – they dropped 3 in a row. Even dropping 3 in a row and King County wins out, they would still be a game and a half ahead of King County. We're going to check that in a moment. So that's kind of what you're pulling for. We don't play the Dogs anymore, so you got one of those cool. Let's go Monarchs. Yes, let's go. Amen to that. Glad you guys are out there today. Oops, sorry about that. I always do that. We'll take questions and comments. Chris Nino says, you get downtown today, Pigwich has an amazing Italian beef sandwich, special. I should have done that for the airport. I did come to the airport. I hesitate to do this, but I may do it anyway. Okay. I'll save it. I got a little something to show you guys later that I swear I did a double take on the bus, the little shuttle bus to the parking spot. And anyway, it fits with tomorrow's theme. Mark's at the NBL. Yes, I saw that Mark sent me a picture of the plaque with Buck O'Neil, Hall of Fame plaque. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. Yeah, you bet. That's what we do. I hope appreciate. Yeah, you bet. I think we do probably. I don't think we do. We do the best job in the league of updating that. As a matter of fact, on my way back today, I'm emailing Morgan, and she's got that roster updated all the time. I mean, we've always taken pride, even before we were the Monarchs. We've always been really good about keeping that updated. So, tip of the cap. Thank you for the kind words, man. That's what we do. But yeah, there's a lot of new faces here. And my staff, who will get here in a couple of hours, will be greeted with the, oh, by the way, here's what you got to do today. It's go get those new players, because we have probably got 3 players on our lineup card tonight that are going to be playing that won't have, unless we get photos of today, are not going to have any headshots and all that stuff, because we were on the road in Sioux City. We couldn't update them because we do them here. We do a certain high quality. Morgan does a great job of that. And they were the guys missing the school pictures, right, this weekend or this week. Yes, Gio Brusa, who was added on Sunday. Let's just go back and do that right now, because I think Karen brings a good point up. Last Friday, upon arriving in King County, I remember on Thursday night, I told you we were here. We were greeting a new player on Thursday night when that last game against King County. That was Malik Smith. Malik Smith, who led the American League in stolen bases in 2019 with Seattle, who stole back-to-back years 40-plus bases in the big leagues with Tampa and Seattle. The guy, put this way, you put him on first base, you hit him, you walk him, he gets aboard, he's going to be at second base. Just go ahead and write it in your scorecard. Just put second base. You can write stolen base on there if you want to. And he's probably going to be at third, too, if the inning lasts long enough. I mean, the guy's will be 6-6, and they hadn't even close. The other gentleman we added on Friday that arrived during the ball game when Brandon Coach played left field for 3 innings is Jacob Robson, young man who went to Mississippi State, was the roommate of Jacob Lindgren at Mississippi State. Robson is a phenomenal outfielder, and he's got some speed. Suddenly he went from a pretty decent club speed-wise to a really good club speed-wise. I mean, you had Darnell was kind of carrying the torch there. You got Ryan Grotjohn back, and he's had a good year last year on the bases. John Hernandez, super base runner too. And suddenly you add in Malik Smith and Jacob Robson. Wow, Robson comes up in AAA Toledo with the Tigers, member of the national team of Canada the last couple of years. Really good outfielder, and he's got some speed. He got a little pop. He had a triple Wednesday night, but he is legit. So we added him on Friday, and then over the weekend on Saturday, Gio Brusa was traded for with Lake Country. Here's their big slugger. You may recall back in June, he had 2 home runs against Kansas City in a ball game there at Lake Country, 2 here in the series in July. He's here, first DH piece, and really just a really good, just adding more depth in your lineup card. And then the right before we left, Caden Harris, young man from here in town, Blue Valley High School, he is also in the mix as well, extra outfield guy. Those are the new pieces that have arrived since. And it was funny, I looked at the outfield. We were on think it was Sunday in King County, the afternoon game after the rain delay. I looked out there. You had Brusa and right, Smith and center, and you had Robson and left. Those three outfielders, not one of those guys was on the roster when we played King County the Tuesday prior on that 6-game series. So we had a different outfield than we did the series opener in 6 games. So a question here. By the way, I will take your questions and comments. I don't really have anything today. I wonder how worse of the pitchers when he's going to be put to push. Well, and that's the thing. I will give you a scenario, and this is what Hope's saying. Malik Smith gets a board, right? Let's say behind him, who batted behind him the other day? It would have been, I believe it was Jacob Robson. So let's say Robson and him get a board, or even, let's say he gets one of those two guys gets a board, right? If they both get a board, you're in trouble. If one gets a board, you're looking over, you're throwing over. I've always believed, and I've had pitchers tell me this, that sometimes when they get too focused on the base runner, they do let their guard down in delivery. Now, not everybody, that doesn't always happen. Sometimes the guy gets so focused on the delivery to get a guy out, he lets the guy have second, but he's going to strike you out and get you out. And it's where it gets scary is when you get a guy that's really worried about Malik Smith or Jacob Robson at first, and you can't focus on the strike zone. This is not a lineup card you can not do that. You can't do that because Matt Adams is sitting right there, and David Thompson. Oh, and by the way, Casey Gillespie and Darnell Sweeney. And John Hernandez, who, by the way, in batting practice on Tuesday, hit the scoreboard in Sioux City. So, I mean, he's coming back. What day that is to be determined, but he's coming back. And in an earlier timeline, I told you guys Wednesday that we start watching the John Hernandez watch, and I watched him hit the scoreboard again. So, yeah, you're right. That's a really good point. And there's two recipes in this league especially, and really watching last night, watching that Field of Dreams game, the Cubs and Reds are dreadful. Those are dreadful teams. I mean, they're dreadful. I mean, to watch that in Field of Dreams didn't do Field of Dreams justice. They should put the White Sox there. The White Sox just play that game every year against a named opponent that's good. But those two last night, traditional teams, and boy, why do they trick up the batting helmets of the Reds? That looked ridiculous. They looked like they were wearing costumes. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, don't get me started. But if you saw last night in the Cubs rally, or not rally, I guess they took the lead, it was a classic recipe of deep counts, traffic on the base pass. Deep counts, traffic on the base pass. And if you're throwing first pitch strike and jumping ahead of hitters, that's what we talk about a lot, and Joe talks about a lot. That's the difference, and that's why you saw I'll go back to Wednesday night. That's why you got walked off. You fall behind 3 batters. Eventually, you're going to fall behind and lose a batter or hit a batter, and suddenly you got the strikeout. Then you hit then you give a single on a 1-2. You hit a batter on 0-2, and you see what I'm saying? You start falling behind, and they work those counts, and that's what happened to Rafael. He worked a deep count with traffic aboard. That's been the recipe for Kansas City's offense. And I think you're right on, Hope, when you say that distraction, and that is. Because suddenly you've got a lot of things go right. You've got to make the right pitch. You get a double play ball or the right pitch to get a runner thrown out at second. And suddenly your margin of error, because you got to worry about that runner, your focus can let down. And this team's been lethal in that position. As a matter of fact, the runs we scored on Tuesday night in the 5th was on a situation much like that. Runners aboard, first and second, start the runner from second to third, and boink, Malik Smith rolls it toward the third, rolls it to left. I'm sorry, I believe it was, it was. I take it back. It was run it first, and they start the runner. I think it was Kevin Santa. They started Kevin, and bingo, Malik Smith rolls to the left. He had quarters. Sunday go quarters, and again, traffic aboard, working counts, and getting ahead. Let's see here. Sorry about that. Yeah, yes. Stino, you're correct, sir. You're correct. You're correct. Hello there, youngest. How you doing today? You behaving yourself? Go Monarchs. Good to see you, kiddo. All righty. What else we got here today? We're going to see 3 rookie pitchers. I don't recall ever seeing 3 rookies in a series in this league, except for against the Gary South Shore Cats, and that's happened multiple times because they've run out rookies when Taggart was there, left and right. But the Monarchs are going to see 3 rookies. They're going to see if I can pull them up here for you. Lincoln comes to town tonight. We'll get to all that in a moment. Salt Dogs are starting to hit the ball fairly well. They had a really good series. They won 2 series against Fargo. Really be thanking Lincoln right now for kind of sort of Fargo had a chance. And this is what I'm going to tell you about Fargo real quickly. We'll go back to Lincoln. Fargo had a chance to put some distance between you and them when you're struggling. I mean, you went on a 1-5 road trip. How'd that turn out for them? You basically gave them a half game. That's it. Your conventional thinking tells you go 0-5. The team in front of you goes, I don't know, 3-3. They're going to pick up 2 games on you. Didn't happen. And they're not trending the right direction. I mean, Chicago, Kansas City, and Fargo who are also red hot most of the year, are starting to kind of hit some ebbs and flows of the season. While King County, Milwaukee to a lesser degree, and Winnipeg in a big way are find their sea legs and their stride. Now, can they keep it up? The key is they were so far back. Can they pull a 2020? Well, 21 Monarchs is a bad example because the Monarchs were wire to wire. Can they pull a 19, have a phenomenal August and just and win a division? Possible. All right, let's go to Lincoln's rotation here. I can find it for you. If I can find it for you, we've got going tonight. Tonight's Garrett Delano. We've seen him before. He's a young man that's a right-hander. He plays the outfield too, dual two-way guy. Then tomorrow night, if I can find it for you here, will be Zach St. Pierre, who we've not seen yet. Zach St. Pierre, who is from Bossier Parish Community College. He's from Allen, Texas, which means nothing to you, but that's close to where currently where Brandon Coach was living up that direction. But he's only making his 4th start, or his 4th appearance going tonight. And then tomorrow night. Then on Sunday, see a left-hander, John Bezesnik, and he's out of Kennesaw State. So you've got some youngsters here. In the case of Delano, pitched with them late last year. And the other 2 were straight out of college. But they've fared pretty well lately. And again, you're going to see them this weekend and next. It's a big chance for Lincoln, and it's a huge chance for you. So the Monarchs, by the way, the best record at home, 29-10. And no one's really challenged that. That's the 2nd year in a row. Kansas City looks to figure with the best record at home in the league. And you don't want to play this club. This club here has been lethal. I mean, I don't know whatever it is. This club plays really, 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 really. I mean, you always play well at home, right? But really good at home, really good. All right, there's your matchups. Oh, and the Monarchs changing the rotation a little bit. I sort of thought we would see. I thought we'd see Brock Gilliam tonight, but it looks like with the off day yesterday, the off day on Monday, that's provided a little extra time. The rotation will skip that spot tonight. And so you're going to see Matt Hartman tonight. Hartman hasn't pitched since last Sunday. So he's got, a really nice, break there rest-wise. And then you've got coming up tomorrow, you're going to go Lewis Thorpe and then Matt Hall to close out the series. That would give you Belzer, the opener, who's pitched very well. I mean, he's been great since he's been back in the rotation, right? He goes the opener there in Winnipeg, and probably that'll be. So your Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So you're looking at probably having to pull. Probably Brock makes the start then, and then you go to Thorpe, and then Hall the opener in Lincoln. But that's just speculation. We'll find out from Joe today on the top step where that sits. Let's see here. Thank you very much. What we got here? Thank you, Quack. There you go. Uh, hello there. St. Louis today, right? Where you're at today, Candace? Made of mine there. Let's see here. Yeah, you know me. Just the tough one. All right, you guys see something fun. Well, first off, let me show the standings. First off, let's do that first. Let's go with the division standings quickly here, and we both bring this down. And there we go. And I'll lock this in the screen here. Really, nothing changing from last time we chatted on Wednesday, except for, as I mentioned, down at the bottom of the West, where Sioux City now finds themselves again. They're still 13 and a half back, and they're still even with Lincoln. But Lincoln has the tiebreaker and the better record by 1 percentage point. So we begin playoffs today. That's what it looked like. Chicago, they dropped 6 in a row. King County's now 4.5 back. That doesn't make that King County series look so bad now, okay? Suddenly, King County taking 5 of the 6 from you. So it doesn't look so bad. You played a red hot team playing really, really good, and suddenly that series doesn't look nearly as bad as it did. Maybe it looks like a good, I'm not saying it's a good loss, but a better loss than I thought. Milwaukee has dropped 3 in a row. They're still 6 back. And Gary firmly now in 4th place. They've won 4 in a row. They've claimed the the final spot from Cleveland again. Clee is dropped 3 in a row. And they have been they got to introduce themselves to King County this week. They are reintroduce themselves, and that's why they've dropped 3 in a row. Lake Country 20 back. They are officially not out of it yet. They are 8.5 back. Sorry, 7.5 back. No, 7.5 back with the 20. I think they got 21 to play. So their magic number to be eliminated overall is, I think, 4. That's correct. I'm going to figure that out this afternoon. In the West, Fargo with 2-game lead. Now, again, Fargo with the loss last night. The Monarchs gained a half game. So when you left, you were 2 games back. You went 1-5 on a road trip, and you're still 2 games back. Now, the only drawback is Winnipeg's 4 back. They won 3 in a row, and they're 45 and 32. But you're going to see plenty of them. It's setting up to be a pretty nice little run for you if you can win a couple series. You win this one, win the one, and win, sort of. If you split out or maybe go, if you go 5-5 against winning, I think you're fine. Anything above that, you're going to be really good. So again, Lincoln there at 13.5 back, and as you saw there, right there's the rest of the schedule. I want to show you as well. Bring this down. This is the overall records here. Let me bring this one down here. This is for the overall, just the overall kind of gives you perspective of how everything looks overall, okay? So this is how it all looks overall. Fargo and Chicago are division leaders, and everybody else, Kansas City is the 3rd seed at the moment overall, Winnipeg 4th, King County 5th, 6th, and so on. So that is the overall grand scheme of things. Kansas City and Winnipeg right now are the number 2 and 3 seeds overall. Now, what would happen though in the playoffs? What's deceiving about this standing is that this is just overall, the overall standings. What it doesn't account for that the Monarchs would be 2, Winnie would be 3, and then you got to drop down to Lincoln to be 4. But there is the overall grand scheme of things right there in the association. So there we go. All right. Yes, correct. Go Cards. That's what we need to do right there. All right, pull that down. So yes, go Cards. It's great baseball city, Candace. Great baseball city. All right. What else we got today? Questions, comments. I asked this on Wednesday on the air, and most of you guys that were listening seem to be pretty good. You seem to be pretty not too bad. But do you feel better now that this road trip's over? Yes, you went 1-5, but now that you didn't lose any ground, is it a half full, half empty kind of deal? I mean, how do you feel? How do you feel about it? Home cooking, Kenny says, and I think Kenny's right on. No, I can't ban Candace. I've known her forever. She couldn't tell you any Cardinals, so there's that. How's Casey swinging the bat? Casey actually hit that home run last Sunday that tied him, or not tied him, placed him 5th all time in franchise history. Pretty good. Pretty good. He's only going to stand to gain from this lineup card that's going to be, it's healthier now with the additions that you've had this week. I'm really looking forward to that for you guys this weekend. But yeah, he's doing much better. Home cooking for sure. Kenny, no doubt about it. Home cooking for sure. Yeah, no doubt. This club's been really good here. It has been the last couple of years. I mean, that's been the lay of the land of this ball club the last couple of years, and really going back to 2019. The main reason this club won the division 19 because they had such a phenomenal August and played really good at home. You remember you won those 2 series late against a couple of teams in your division, and that time Wichita and Cleveland and Sioux City, all 3 of those you won here at this ballpark. So, yeah, been really good at home. Really, really good at home. Yeah, swinging good, feeling good. But again, it's going to be delicious. And while things didn't go well, you look at it from your perspective. You've got 10 games in Winnipeg coming up, 3 weeks in a row starting next week, 2 trips to Canada. You've got Lincoln, bookend weekends. And then when you get through that whole stretch, you're going to have Sioux Falls at their place. And then you're going to host the team that's in front of you for 4 days. The opportunity's there. And if you do your baseball math and you do what you've been doing, and that's something Joe's talked about, you should be fine. And I think the encouraging thing is, for me, while the offense may have been a little up and down, Patrick Lede was great for Sioux City, and that's why you scratched out 2 runs and had a 2-1 lead the 9th. But your starting pitching was really good. Really, really good this stretch. And even though it's very weird to say that because you didn't lose because your starting pitching was bad. It's not why you lost. You went 1-5 in that swing because you gave away a run late on Wednesday in the 7th. You made 3 errors in an inning. They let them come back late, falling behind, hitting batters 0-2. I mean, just laundry. You had another blown lead over in King County on Friday night. You had Belzer and Martinson both Belzer and Hartman both were really, really solid in their starts. And the one game you won was about as nails as you're going to get from Matt Hall. And he tossed the combined shutout with the ball club. So, I mean, you had a really solid starting rotation. The offense left a lot. Again, it was 12 runners on one of those games at King County. That didn't bode well. I'm just taking the ones on the road. I'm talking about ones here in town. You did have some bullpen issues too here in town. So overall, you tell me that rotation goes out and does the rotation did the last week, and I tell you most of the time you go 5. I'd say you go 5-1, 4-2 in that road trip most of the time. But you're also banged up. That game on Friday night, you were just trying to going a pitcher out there. You've missed, and now you're going to see the gelling of this whole thing. I would tell you that 2 weeks from now, that same situation, you probably do go 4-2. Yeah. All right, what else we got here? Yes, Wednesday was tough. Yeah, and again, and that's not been something this club's had a problem with. But I would tell you that you probably don't face Raphael in that situation if you don't make the errors in the 7th, because that was going to be a 1-2-3 inning. After the caught stealing, it was going to be 2-3. But you made back-to-back errors on plays, and that you're out of the inning. Raphael never comes up in the 9th inning. You're probably down at the bottom of the card. It's a different. You don't give a run up and the whole different complexion of the ball game. Whole different thing. But anyway, revisionist history there. Yes, here to cheer. Now, speaking of cheering, you probably need to chat about that because we got a lot to chat about. Let me bring this down. Because What is going on in the yard? Well, here we go. Put this up on the screen. This weekend, tonight's Pride Night in Amazing Tyler. As a matter of fact, I looked down there today. I saw a bike. I'm like, why is a bike here? Oh, wait, Tyler's here. He'll balance that bike, yes, on his freaking nose. Don't know how he does it. Can't explain it. The Amazing Tyler will be here tonight. And of course, it's Pride Night. Let me bring this down so you guys can see all the details of the deets. The deets, as DV tries to be hip. Gates open tonight at 5:30. First pitch at 7. Pride Night, pregame skydivers, pregame kickball game. And Tyler tonight, the Amazing Tyler, who we saw in Kane County last week. I think I told you guys, he and my mom were chatting, and he was all excited about coming here, and always loves coming here. Vegas night, more on that in a moment, but Vegas night, gates at 4. First pitch at 6. Happy hour 4 to 6. Elvis Entertainment. Maybe that's who I saw today. Maybe. Because I got to share this with you guys now that I've sort of talked about this, but I was going to put it up on the screen. I'll do it right now. You guys, let's see here. All right, this is what I saw today on the shuttle at NCI. Okay, this is not a joke. This is a fact. Now, this guy I saw, and he may or may not be coming tomorrow night. I don't know, but if he is, we've been warned, because I did see a sighting today. He is around. Here he is. This was on the shuttle today. Let me bring this up. Here we go. Right there, folks. There he is. When the king is on your parking shuttle, he had the glasses, and I just couldn't resist. So there he is, the king. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Ain't a thing. Little baseball, you know. Oh, yeah, we're going to play a little baseball tonight. And, oh, yeah, I'll play a little baseball against those. You're going to play little salt dogs. You ain't nothing but a salt dog. That's what we'll be singing tomorrow. There you go. Yes, but there we go. That gentleman was on the shuttle today, and little did he know that a few minutes later he'd be wind up being on DB's show. I don't think that was something he didn't wake up this morning going, I'm going to be on Monarchs Mocha, brought to you by the Roastery Coffee Company in Kansas City. He's a local guy because most of those people that park at the parking spot are locals. So they're local folks that commute in and out of the city and fly whatever. So anyway, let's see here. They want to be picky. They leave town on occasion, and we can still. Yes, absolutely. Oh, and then Sunday. Oh, by the way, Sunday, Stito is barking the park. Stito actually is saying that he. Video frozen. Oh, sorry about that. Well, we'll see if I can get that to video frozen. Did I freeze? Let's just see, Mr. Hart. Let's just see. Did I freeze? Anyway, well, Bark in the Park on Sunday. Sunday Fun Day, pregame catch of the field. One of the coolest. I think the coolest thing we do, besides the Buck O'Neill 7th inning stretch, is to. There we go. Can you have Elvis record a spot with the Ritzy ad for Legends Club? There we go. You can do that. Why not? Right? All right, that's the weekend. Of course, monarchsbaseball.com for tickets. And, of course, we will. Yes, and Stino's dog will be here on the weekend. Yes. Betty and Kiwi will be there. They got costumes. If you follow me on Twitter, you'd have seen a thing I did that I was chuckling about. They got these little dogs, and they're like little, I don't know what they are, little furry little things, and they put them in costumes. And they look just like pandas. It was hilarious. I don't know why it drew me off sides, but anyway. All right, last call for questions and comments here on the Monarchs Mocha Show. Just good to get back and chat with you folks. I mean, I don't have anything legendary to share with you except for really we'll start watching in earnest the other teams this weekend. Um, this is there was a time 16, 15, 14 where you were in the hunt here and there, but not in the hunt like you're in the hunt now. And this has become something we do every year. No audio now. I'm getting audio. I'm going to reading here. Dan, is it you or is it me? Maybe it's me. Huh. Well, okay. No audio. Let's see here. Oh, it's on my end. So I'm missing audio. Really? You're telling me I'm missing audio? Where you were in the hunt here. I'm watching the audio right now. So anyway, all right. What else we got? There you go. Oh, that Dan. I got it. Okay. Oh yes, congratulations, W40. In case you guys didn't miss this, my lovely wife passed her oral composition test at SMU. This was a very big deal. I don't quite understand it either because I only went to undergrad and I got my undergrad degree at Texas Tech, and that's it. I don't have a master's or another master's or another master's or a doctorate, but she's working her doctorate at SMU. And oh, who's on first? Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Hey, Dan Hart, we love you, man. Dan. You're not the fake Dan. Dan. You're the man, like me, man. We're Dan man, the Dan brothers, something like that. But yes, she passed. It's funny because I'm not going to see her for a few weeks, and so I made the trip really quickly home. Yesterday we got off the bus at 3:15. I was on a mid-morning flight to DFW. I started to Love Field actually and flew to DFW today. My youngest picked me up, but she and I had lunch. We had to stall, so we're stalling yesterday because Mama's doing her comps at noon, so we're stalling. And we get a message while we're at lunch that, they're deliberating right now. So we knew that it was coming down any moment. And about 5 minutes later, it was like the shortest deliberation ever. And she was thumbs up. She passed. And she was all, so I'm happy for her. So now she's the classwork basically is all done. She's now, if I understand this right, she's now in the dissertation phase where she'll be working on that for the next 2 semesters. So she's really got the major part, except for that last part's important, obviously dissertation. But she is when she has to defend all that, but uh, she's on track. The only problem is, she'd like to finish it really quick, but it's still a program. And then the program actually wanted her to come speak to the new students at over the weekend. So thus she can't be here this weekend. She was heartbroken. So anyway, yes. All righty. Let's bring us to the broadcast time tonight and all the broadcast information. We're back home. That means we're back home, which means we're back on officially back on AA Baseball TV. Now, the rest of the way, Winnipeg, Lincoln, Sioux Falls, we're all those locations. We are Winnipeg, Sioux Falls, Lincoln. We're all going to be dual streaming. So the non-dual streams just happen to be Sioux City and King County back to back. So we've gone to a stretch, but now we're going to be dual streaming the rest of the way. We'll have Winnipeg, Lincoln, Sioux Falls, and of course the home games, obviously. So the dual stream is back. That'll be tonight, and of course on Wednesday they're in Canada. Or Tuesday in Canada, Wednesday, Thursday. AA Baseball TV for $14.99 per month. You can get that AA Baseball TV deal. That's where the dual stream is, and there's some great content on there. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you guys have seen this yet. Let me see here. Let me see if it's on here. Morgan has a really cool deal. I don't know if it's up here yet. Let me see. Because this is the kind of thing you can find on there. If I can find it here. Give me just a second. Talk amongst yourselves. Hold on. I believe because I'd seen this. They did a really cool piece on John Hernandez, and that stuff's also on those. There's the Jabari Henry piece they did. Those are all on there. If you want to see those, and you can definitely check those out. And they'll be on a baseball TV as well. So just FYI. So again, that's where the video stream is, and of course the radio side, which we love the radio side because that's where the interactive chat is. We go back and forth and chat about whatever while the game's going on. It's fun. I hope you'll join us in the broadcast tonight. We'll be on the air at 6:30. Jackson's back tonight. We're working on a thing this weekend. I don't know what night it's going to be, but Matt Cronin, who last year pitched for the Apollos, and I saw a tweet from Michael Dixon, and I thought was really, really good. I'm going to try to get this kid on because, John's video is awesome. It is. You guys should check that out. You know what? I'm going to feel like I got a link on that while we're here. Let's do that while we'll get a link on that while we're here. But sorry about this. Give me a moment here. Oh, just a second here with the news feed here. But yeah, hold on just a second here. Oh my goodness. It's wonky. Come on, internet. There we go. Let me see if I got a link for that because it is good. Here we go. This is the link right here. It's on YouTube. I'm going to copy this link right now and put it in the chat. You guys check this out. This is something that our team did, Morgan's team did, a creative team. They did a great job. This is really good. I mean, this is really, I'm going to put it in the chat for you guys to check it out. Nick, your phone's ringing. Yeah, sounds like it. It's vibrating. There we go.
Hey, are you still on?
Yeah, I'm still on.
I was going to ask you a question about the team, but I'll hold off.
Here we go.
Don't want to give anything away.
There we go.
This is Nick.
There's that's the YouTube link right there for the John video right there. Check that out. Really good stuff. Morgan's team did a great job with that. I mean, it's really good. It's right in the chat. I'll put up there again for you guys. But please check it out. It's really, really good. You can also find our booth cam there on the YouTube channel as well. Just in case if you want to see what's going on inside the broadcast booth tonight, you can do that as well. But yes, it's there and great stuff. Great creative work there.
Okay.
Oh, you're calling Nick right now. Funny. All right, everybody. That's it. Yeah, very nicely done. Some of you folks have already seen it. So it's really good.
The sweet tickets will be in,
really good.
The VIP.
All right, tonight, 6:30, a pregame show. Video stream will begin sometime after that. The radio tonight, I've not even gotten down the road of what we're talking about on the radio tonight. We'll talk about something good. We always do on the pregame with Monarchs 101. We get that Negro Leagues Baseball Museum content. We've had some really good stuff lately. We discovered last week that Jesse Owens, the Olympic gold medalist, was involved in the Negro Leagues back in the day. We discovered one day last week that there was over almost 500,000 votes in that East-West All-Star game back in 1942. They mail-in votes. I mean, can you imagine they're voting without an internet? That's shocking. And we've learned a lot of stuff. A lot of really good things we've been catching up on. We learned about a gentleman named Mex, who, much like Buck O'Neill, who was very close to Buck, had a phenomenal legacy in life. He and his wife did a really special foundation there in Denver. We got a lot of really good stuff we've been learning about. So we will continue to dive into that tonight on the broadcast. So, all right. Guys ready for some 1, 2, 3, go Monarchs? Let me bring this down. Surely we're all ready, right? We're all ready, right? All right, airtime again, 6:30 tonight. Hope you'll join us on the air, AA Baseball TV, sometime after that, and we will have your post-game on the radio side, post-game interviews with Joe and a player of the game and all that tonight, and your highlights and your scoreboard, all that on Mixlr. Of course, this show brought to you by the Roastery Coffee Company. I recommend chocolate raspberry cold brew. It's bomb diggity. And it's lunchtime for me. All right, 1, 2, 3, go Monarchs. You guys ready? Let's bring this down. Bring this down. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I started my video too early. Stop. There we go. Try it again. I started my video and I realized that I hadn't even done what I was supposed to be doing. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, 1, 2, 3, go Monarchs. I'll see you in the broadcast. Night, everybody.